Hi, I'm Natasha.
Hi, I'm Katie, and we want to show you through this podcast how the desire to fit in causes people to change over the generations.
So we went around our school and talked to some students and teachers. What is your name?
My name is Jessica Green.
How old are you and what grade are you in?
I'm 15 and I'm a 10th grader.
What kind of pressure was put on you to do 2 high school sports?
Well, there was a lot of pressure for me for going into soccer just because I've played soccer my whole life and my mom played soccer and it's just something our whole family does. So it was kind of like a force of you have to play. But then for me going into football, it was more of I wanted to do it because I wanted to do it for myself to prove that girls can be just as strong as guys and can do anything they can do. And then also to prove to other people that just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I'm not as good as.
So obviously you hear about high school and movies and how they view it, and I just thought I thought coming in was just so much different than what actually happened. So movies view it as bullies, yeah, sure, there's bullying, but nowadays it's more electronically and on the internet compared to physical and movies. So, and I mean, I never really had a problem with cyberbullying because I feel whatever you post out there, people can view that and how they read it and what they say and how they respond to it all goes back to what you post. So I never had that instance. And then being a senior, now that we're older, we know how to take things and how people view them on the internet, and because we've had instances just how people have come and talked to us how you post what you post, just act like you're saying it to your grandma or an elder, you only post what they want to see, so you just know your right or wrongs. So
What is your name?
My name is Mr. Blackwell.
What do you teach?
I teach social studies.
How have things changed from when you were in high school to now?
The biggest thing is technology. Not having phones in my day made things, I think, a lot different. There's always been cliques, there's always been rumors, there's always been friends, and all the things that go on in high school. I think that the biggest thing is technology, is that now that you take your phone home with you and all that goes with you. When I went home at night, I'd maybe talk to one friend on the phone, that was it. And now it is, everybody's hooked up and connected and never quite leaves each other. And I think sometimes that can be a negative because it stirs. You can't leave what happened at school. Everything just goes with you, good and bad. And I think that sometimes it's nice to put high school away, right, and relax. And I don't think the phone allows you to do that. So that to me is the biggest difference.
Thank you.
You got it.
Hello, my name is John Morrison. I've been teaching since 1997, so that's about 22 years.
What do you teach?
I teach physics and astronomy. I've taught AP Physics for about 20 years in the past, and I've enjoyed teaching tremendously. I get to share what I love with others, and that's joy.
How has things changed in your students since your very first year of teaching to now?
I think students are the same. I think the distractions are just different. In my day, they'd pass paper notes. And then, 20 years ago, they'd do it a little different. They'd have pagers. And now they have cell phones. I think kids are kids. And I think, the distraction may change, but the humans have been human for centuries. In fact, about 2 million years. And I think, it's just that I think there's still, 99 out of 100, even more than that, are wonderful human beings. Can they be a little crabby? Can they be a little blick some days? Who isn't? 1% of them are kind of, but who isn't? And 1% of adults, get off my lawn! It's just, I think they're the same. I think it's just, the distractions are different. Kids would do stupid things in high school. They drive too fast. They go to parties. And they still do those things, and most learn from it, and then they become good adults. They become parents, and then they have kids, and those kids do the same thing their parents did, only with different toys. Instead of notes, cell phones. pagers, whatever. I think, I think, woohoo.
Thank you.
As we completed our interviews, we noticed a very common answer, that the change was not in the behavior of kids, but the change of technology and how it influenced us and other material things. Mr. Morrison mentioned, before newer technology, kids would pass notes, now they text in class. The distraction is the same, but the method to complete it is different. We thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed our podcast.